Have you ever noticed that every successful business, no matter the size, start with one question? Not what do we sell, not how do we sell it, but who is this for? I used to listen to guys like Gary Vaynerchuk who inspired me to hustle harder and stay driven, and that worked for a while. But as I dug deeper into real marketing, studying people like Russell Brunson and Dan Kennedy, I realized something big. It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about understanding exactly who you're serving and building a system that helps them again and again. If you don't know who you're serving, you'll never know how to help them. Most small town businesses skip that step. They hang a sign, they buy some ads, post on Facebook, and hope it'll work. But business isn't about what you sell. It's about who you sell it to and how deeply you understand them. So today, I want to tell you who this is for. Because if you ever own a small town business, if you ever got home exhausted, wondering how much longer you can keep things up, you're going to see yourself in this story. It's the story of a guy I call John Anderson, a small town shop owner who's doing everything right, but still feel like he's running out of road. He's 42, married, 2 kids, runs a small shop in a small town. Maybe it's a cafe, a hardware store, a boutique, doesn't matter. He opens early, lock up late, 10 to 12-hour days, 6 to 7 days a week. Everyone in town thinks he's doing great. You must be killing it, they say. Must be nice being your own boss. But they don't see the truth. They don't see him sitting in the back office after close, staring at numbers that don't add up. They don't hear the hum of the cooler and the quiet of the empty shop. The weight in his chest as he wonders how to make payroll. They don't see him lying in bed beside his wife, pretending to sleep, while his mind racing through bills, suppliers, and that slow season that never seemed to end. He tells himself it's just the economy. It's just this time of year. It'll get better. But deep down, he knows. He's been running on fumes for a long time. And the truth he never says out loud is this. He's scared. Scared the customer won't come back. Scared of losing everything he's worked for. Scared that maybe he's not cut out for this after all. He tells himself things like, my town's too small. I'm not a marketing guy. I can't afford fancy ad. My customers don't do that online stuff. And every time he says those words, he builds another brick in the wall that keeps him stuck. He's surrounded by people who mean well, but they all say the same thing. It's just the slow season. And that's what kills most small town businesses. Not competition, not the economy, but the average thinking. I see him because I was him. Different shop, same pain. I worked 70 hours a week at my welding job just to keep our coffee shop alive. I told myself the same lies. I believed the same myth. And I nearly lost everything. That's why I built this. Because no one came to save us. No one showed us system that big businesses uses every day. But once I learned them, once I discover how to create predictable, trackable growth, I realized something powerful. The problem was never us. It was a game we were taught to play. You're not lazy. You're not the problem. You've just been playing a game no one showed you how to win. You don't need to work harder. You don't need to post more. You don't need to pray for busy season. You need a system that turns strangers into customers, customers into fans, and fans into your best marketing team. That's what I do this for. That's who I build this community for the John Anderson of the world. The small town business owner doing everything right, but still feeling like they're one bad month away from losing it all. You don't have to do this alone anymore. You don't have to guess what works. You don't have to wait for ad reps or hope and pray marketing. This community was built for you. A place where real small town business owner comes together, learn the system that actually work, and finally step away from average. If this feels like I'm talking to you right now, that's because I am. Because I've been where you are. And I know what it feels like to fight alone. So join us, hit subscribe, and step into the Small Town Business Growth Secret community. You can join for free right now using the link below in the description or in the note. Let's win this game once and for all. And in the next episode, we're going to talk about the real forces working against you, the hidden enemy that keeps small town businesses stuck. Because once you can see them, you'll never fall for them again.